Hello everyone and welcome to our 20 robot wiring video. Before watching this, read our electrical guide for students so that you know the proper terminology and have grabbed all the right materials to get started on your robot. This is a fast-paced video, so be sure to rewind and replay when needed. This is brought to you by the STEAM Connection. Learn more at www.steamconnection.org. First, we're going to go over what you need to grab. You're going to need to grab your Arduino Uno on a breadboard. You will need an 8x8 LED matrix, a soldered motor controller, a 12-volt battery pack with 8 AA batteries, hobby DC motors and the wheels for later, and grab all your connectors too. The first thing we're going to do is connect the motor controllers to the motors. The motor controllers tell the motors what to do and where to go. To make this connection, you'll need to grab 4 random colored female-to-female connectors. I chose colors that were next to each other so that they were easily stuck together already, like white and purple and black and white. On the soldered motor controller, you can probably tell that there's a long side and a short side. To orient yourself, figure out where the top and the bottom of the microcontroller is. The top is the part with 2 long connectors that you've already soldered in, and the bottom part is where the flower is printed. To connect the motor to the motor controller, we'll be using the short side. 2 connectors go to the top 2 pins and 2 go in the bottom 2 pins. You will have space in the middle. On the other side of the connectors, plug those into the motors. The top 2 should have 1 motor and the bottom 2 should have the other motor. Set this aside for later. Next, we're going to connect the Arduino Uno and the LED matrix. There are labeled pins on both sides. We can see VIN right here. This is the bottom and this is the top. In our guide, we talked about making the breadboard stand. Here we need to make sure that we have 2 open rows beneath the Arduino Uno. We will be using this. The top does not need to have any space. The first thing we're going to do to connect the 2 is grab 1 green male to female connector. In our case, green is going to stand for ground. On our LED matrix, we can see that we have a pin called ground. We're going to put the green connector onto the pin called ground. Next, grab 3 male to female connectors that are all together. I grab brown, red, and orange because they're all next to each other. Now grab the LED matrix and stick them on the remainder of the pins. So it'll look like this. In our case, the orange connector is on the VCC pin on the matrix. We're going to take that orange connector and place it next to the Arduino Uno on the breadboard. On the Arduino, we can see that 1 pin is labeled 5V or 5 volts on the left side of the Arduino. Next, we have our red connector. This is on the pin labeled SDA on the LED matrix. This red connector connects to the A4 pin on the left side of the Arduino. The last connector is brown. That is going to the A5 pin right beneath the red one. It will end up looking like this. The next thing we're going to do is attach the motor controller to the Arduino. We are going to grab a black connector that is female to male, and we're going to look at our motor controller. The long side has labels on it. The second pin from the top, or the one labeled VCC, is where that black connector goes. On the left side of the Arduino, we are going to find the pin that says 3.3V or volts. This is where the black connector plugs into. Now the 2 are connected. Next, grab a green female to male connector. Remember how I said that green stands for ground? This is going to go on the pin beneath the black connector like this. We're going to grab 2 more sets of 3 female to male pins. So I chose ones that are next to each other like white, gray, and purple, and blue, green, and yellow. Underneath the black and green connector on the motor controller, I'm going to place the blue, green, and yellow connector last. Then, we're going to jump 1 pin, meaning we're going to leave it blank. After that, there are going to be 3 more pins open at the bottom, where I'm going to place the white, gray, and purple connector. So, in all, my motor controller looks like a blank pin, black connector, green, blue, green, yellow, blank, white, gray, and purple. Now, to attach the motor controller to the Arduino, grabbing the blue, green, and yellow connectors, the blue connector is going to connect to the D11 on the right side of the Arduino. The green connector is going to connect to D10, and the yellow connector is going to connect to D9. Now for the last 3 connectors, the white connector is at the top, so it's going to go to D8. The gray is going to go to D7. The purple connector is going to go to D6. Double check everything to make sure that it looks right. And it's going to look like this so far. I'm sure you're wondering what the rows at the bottom of the breadboard are meant for. There are two sections with a line down the center. One side is going to be positive and one side is going to be negative. On the motor controller, we soldered two different pins. One is positive and one is negative, and we can see that because it's printed on the chip. We are going to take the negative connector, in my case the red one, and plug that into the negative or right side of the breadboard like this. The positive connector is going to go to the other side of the breadboard, and it's going to look like this. On the negative side, we're going to go put the green for ground. All of the green connectors that were just floating around go here like this. We have some empty space on the left side of the Arduino. We're going to take a yellow female to male connector and plug that into VIN like this. Take a green male to male connector and plug that to the ground pin next to the yellow one like this. Remember how we have our green side? Plug the green connector in next to the other green ones. We're going to take the yellow connector and place it next to the black one here. And next we have our battery pack. At the top of the battery pack, we see that we have a snap clip. At the top of the battery pack, we see that we have a snap clip spot. We're going to snap it on like this. We have a red side and a black side. We're going to check which side is negative and positive. In my case, the red is positive, so I'm going to plug that into the left side of my breadboard. The black is negative, and I'm going to put that onto the other side. I double checked everything beforehand so that I'm making sure that the wiring was correct before doing this, or I could endanger the components. Because I have my code uploaded already onto my Arduino, my robot is going to run if I wired it correctly and attached the battery correctly. We can see that the motors now move based on the code that I put into the robot. And you're done. Congrats on wiring your robot. Make sure to double check everything in our wiring guide as well as our color-coded wiring diagram. This was brought to you by the STEAM Connection. You can learn more at www.steamconnection.org. We're a student-run nonprofit that works to bring science, technology, engineering, art, and math educational materials to kids for free, and dedicated to bringing these materials in an accessible, affordable, and diverse manner. Thank you for going on this journey with us, and we hope that you enjoy 20.